everyone, this is Sandra at Spirit of Avalon. So this is the Glastonbury Treasures 2024 video. So it's probably going to be quite long. I have quite a few things, but I save up over the year for this. So always quite a few things, and some of the things are like restocking items like candles, incense, etc. So let's get straight into it, because as I said, this is going to be long. First of all, I want to start with gifts. So Simon and I met up with the lovely Giselle and Keith, her husband. So lovely, both of them. So Giselle has the channel Mad Witch, and Keith doesn't have a channel, but he does have an Instagram called Floki Craft, which I will link in the description below. So they actually gave me and Simon some gifts. So Giselle wrapped it in this, and it's really lovely. So she made a lovely bag for me. Look how much material, I can't even find it. Okay, so that is the scarf, and just look at this bag. Isn't it amazing? I love it. I love it so much. It's so special. And she's lined it in this beautiful yellow fabric. And inside, what you can hear crunching is what Keith gifted to me. And as I said, he's got his Instagram, which is Floki Craft. So it says on here, pyrography, art and jewellery, the magic shed, and his details are there, but I will, because you won't be able to see it properly, I will link his Instagram. I'll put his Instagram name and everything in the bottom, and then, you know, if you like anything, or you go over there and you see anything that Keith has made, you can just message him if you would like something yourself, or to see if he could make you something. So that is Keith at Floki Craft, and he gifted me this. He's so clever. Both him and Giselle are so clever. I mean, look at this. Seriously, guys, look. It's like a wing, but it's heart-shaped. So it's like a pendant. But you could, like, attach something to that and even have it on a bag or something. But look at the back as well. The colours. So this is copper. And then he's put like a glaze. He does something to make the colours and then puts a glaze over the top, and I can't remember exactly what he said the process is now. Sorry, Keith. But just look at this work. It's so good. Look at the detail there. It's just amazing. I love it. So thank you, Giselle and Keith. It's so lovely of both of you, and I love both items. So yeah, very, very pleased to have those. And I mean, this bag, look at the detail of Giselle's like sewing and stuff on this bag. It's just amazing. I mean, this flower, look at it. Just lovely. So thank you for those. so that was those. Then I had a couple of things that had been left for me by a really lovely subscriber. She emailed me, and I'm not going to say the name because I don't have permission, but she emailed me and said she wanted that she had left a couple of items at Sons of Asgard for me under the counter. She wanted to do it, she said, as a little thank you for all my videos that she does enjoy watching. So what she left was, and this is so lovely, I mean, people, I just couldn't believe it, these emotional support magical salts, because as a lot of you know, I've had a lot of things going on. My mother-in-law passed away. There's some issues with my mum's health and stuff. So these, you know, such a thoughtful gift as well, you know, that somebody's actually gone and put thought into this and chosen like emotional support salts, which you can add a spoonful to the top of an oil burner and let the magical fragrance enhance your room. Blend with other powders, dirts and dust for use in spell work. Place a spoonful in a small bowl on your altar for use as an offering, or dissolve in water to use as a space cleanser or for enhancing your intention. So that's really lovely, and I've never tried Sons of Asgard salts before, so this will be lovely. And it says a magical blend of Dead Sea salt, dried herbs, botanicals, resins and pure essential oils. So it's lovely. So she left me that, and also this, which is one of Sons of Asgard's wildwood, one of their jar candles. This one is wildwood. They have different ones. It's 100% soy wax candle, and I've had their candles like this before, and you know, they're lovely. Look at that, and the smell. Oh, it's really nice. So those were the two items that the lovely subscriber left for me at Sons of Asgard. So thank you so much. If you watch this, you know who you are. Really lovely, totally unexpected, but I'm very appreciative of both items, and thank you so much for leaving them for me. So that's those two. And the other gifted item was from lovely Chris in Sons of Asgard. Chris and John, who own Sons of Asgard, Chris knew that I'd wanted the Forest Witch incense for some time, and it goes out of stock really quickly, because as soon as they refill the shelves it goes. So it shows how popular, you know, it is. And obviously they can only make things when they can, and at a certain speed. It's not like you know, a factory or that. So he came over and he said, I know you've been trying to get this, and he gave one to me, one to Simon and to Giselle as well. And I thought it was so lovely of him, you know, to gift this. And you can see they are absolutely full to the top with incense. Looks even a little bit has escaped, but oh, I love it. I love it so much. I love the Forest Witch spray that they do as well. So I'm going to enjoy burning this. So thank you, Chris and John, for this, because it's a really lovely, lovely gift. So next, for purchases. So one of the first things that I purchased, was restocking incense. So we'll get this out of the way because this is probably be a bit boring for you. Right, let me just get things in order. Okay, so I always go into Dillaway and Dillaway on the high street, and they do all of the Satcha incenses plus other ones that they do, and their shop is very Indian looking because they have things sent over from India, like furniture items, throws, you know, things like that. But they also do lots of incense, and it's like, yeah, £1.50 a packet. So I got 2 midnights. I really love this. This is such a nice one to burn. Then I got a black champa, which is another really nice one. It's quite strong, but really nice too. Karma and Palo Santo and Patchouli Forest, which is another favourite of mine. So those were the Satcha incenses I got. So 6 boxes. You can never have too much incense. And I did need to restock because I'm running low on them. Then in the Goddess and the Green Man, I picked up the Banjara incense, which I really like. I picked up patchouli, and sandalwood. And when we first went in there, they didn't have any of the frankincense, and Giselle's husband Keith asked about it because it's his favourite, and they said that they were getting a delivery but it was a bit late. Anyway, the next day they'd actually got some in, so I managed to get some frankincense. And guys, I would so recommend this. It's quite difficult to get hold of the frankincense one, even online apparently, so I've been told. I haven't tried myself, but the Banjara frankincense is amazing, I'm telling you guys. If I was going to recommend any of them, I mean, they're all nice, but if I was going to recommend anything, it would be the frankincense. Absolutely lovely, by Banjara. So that's 4 boxes there. So that's 10 boxes of incense altogether. But, you know, I use it all the time. So this is kind of, you know, every year is kind of like a restock when I go to Glastonbury as well. I'm sorry if this is going to be kind of all over the place, guys. Okay, so the next shop was Imaginarium. So in there, now let me just, yeah. So I'm not going to take it out. It doesn't matter about the price. So actually this wasn't in Imaginarium. It's in the Imaginarium bag, but this was in Goddess and the Green Man. Sorry. So let's start. So these things that I'm going to show you now are from the Goddess and the Green Man, not Imaginarium. Imaginarium was where Simon got his. That's where I'm getting confused. But this one was in the Goddess and the Green Man, and it was Giselle that actually found it and said, oh, look at this. And the minute I saw it, because they had a Glastonbury one, Glastonbury tour one, and I was going to get that, and then when I saw this, it was like, oh my God, I have to have it. You know, Kanunos is the god that I've worked with for years. And this, and when she handed it to me and I held it, I got tingles all up my arms. And even now, I'm getting that a little bit. So I knew it was something I had to have, and I thought, I'm getting it. So it's an actual tile, and you can either stand it up, so on your altar, because it's got like a little stand in the back, or you could hang it. I will probably stand mine, but I've got to work out how to do it on my altar. But if it doesn't work like that, I will hang it on the wall above, but it's lovely. Ceramic art panel and includes fold-away stands. So, you know, if it doesn't go on my altar, then it will go possibly, I might put it on the top of my bureau desk or above it or something like that, but definitely it's being put up because I absolutely love it. It's just amazing, and was $23.99, which I didn't think was too bad. It's very heavy. So that was Goddess and the Green Man. Also from there, I've got another item, which is, I wanted to get a diary, and I normally get the light witchy one, and then I saw on their website that they'd got this, the Country Wisdom and Folklore Diary, and I thought it was lovely because it's got all different lovely bits of information, Valentine plant divination and Wise Woman of Cinderford, and all little bits like that in it, and I just thought it was lovely. Even little verses. Molly Grimes' Grave, a nursery rhyme recorded in 1957, and just, you know, things about here, the kingfisher, and it's enough for me to write into. And I've got all these lovely bits of artwork and photographs and information. Look at the bride stones. And I just thought it was really nice. It was £14, and it's been printed on paper and board using vegetable-based inks. So, yeah, so I got that, the Country Wisdom and Folklore Diary for 2025. And then, because I'd got those two things and the 2 boxes of incense from Goddess and Green Man, and then went back when they'd restocked with the frankincense. And I didn't notice really, she said, I'll pop this in for you as a little gift. And I didn't see what she put in, and I just went, oh, thank you. And when I looked, I'd been looking at these, and I said to Simon, oh, they're lovely. You should put that in as a free gift. She said, here's a Samhain gift for you, she said. Really lovely of her, the lady in Goddess and the Green Man. It's a lovely shop, that one. And it's funny, I reckon she'd seen me probably say to Simon, oh, look, isn't that lovely? I really like those. And I just put it down and didn't think anything else of it. And then she gave it to me as a gift, she said. And, you know, they're £2.50 to buy. Wooden. So really, really lovely. So again, you know, people in Glastonbury on the whole are really lovely. And, you know, she didn't have to do that. You know, whether it was because I'd bought several things in it, I don't know. But it was just lovely of her. So yeah, really, really do like this too. So that was the Goddess and the Green Man. I've got all these paper bags as well, which will be reused or recycled or something. So let me just sort some things out here, guys. I know this video's all over the place, but the trouble is, if you could see, I've got bags everywhere round by my feet. So, okay, so let's do this one. So this was a new shop down by the church. The side of the church, there's a little like pathway, and it used to be a shop that had all kinds of taxidermy in it. So lots of dead animals and wings from birds and bones and all sorts. And I thought that's what it still was. And we went in there and the guy said, have you been here before? And I said, yeah, a couple of years ago. And he said, oh, that was a different shop. I said, oh, I said, because there was lots of dead things in it. He said, no, we don't have that here. And all the items in his shop are all handmade by people. And there was so much lovely items in that shop. I could have bought loads, but I ended up just buying one item because it was a little bit pricey, this item, but it's fine. It's handmade and I love it. And there was 3 different ones, and this one straight away just called to me, and I thought, yeah, I'm having that one straight away. It wasn't like, oh, which one should I have? It was immediately this one. So I just bought the one item in there. I would have loved to have got one of the grubs that Simon got, but anyway, it's fine. So what it is, and you'll have seen that Simon got one of these. So there, it's a, where's the label? So it's a witch's bottle for protection, but just look at the face on this one. And I loved this. And I thought this could actually be Morrigan-esque, actually. Trying to show you the... So inside, so it's obviously sealed with wax and everything. And you've got herbs, and the bone is not a real bone, it's a clay bone. So there's herbs and all sorts in there. And you've got this pentacle on the front. It does tell you what is inside. Witch's salt, mullein, myrrh, hawthorn berries, corn feather and bones clay. So this is the back of the head. I mean, look at this, guys. But this was £32. So that's why I didn't buy anything else in the shop. But because I'm on, although I save, I'm still on a bit of a limited budget, because you have to take into account food and drink and things as well. So it's not just, you're not just spending money on items, you have to take into account food and drink. So yeah, so I got this, and you know, it's quite, the head of it is quite weighty really, but just, I love it. Just think, it's got a slight creep factor to it, I suppose, which of course I love, but it's these as well. As soon as I saw this one, I was like, yeah, that's the one. So that was from, now, what did I do with the bag? Because it's got a bit bent, but Dandelion Dreams is the name of the shop. So it's 1 Church Lane, Glastonbury, and he's got a website, dandeliondreams.co.uk, Instagram, Facebook. So, you know, I'll just leave that there for a minute and you can have a look at that, and you know, if you want to have a look on the website. I haven't actually looked at the website, so I'm not sure what is actually on there, but yeah, love this, absolutely love it. I'm so pleased that I did pick it up. So there's that from Dandelion Dreams. Then from Imaginarium, now I'm getting it right this time, guys. This is definitely from Imaginarium. It says Imaginarium on the bag. So from there, I got some coasters, but I'm not going to use them as coasters. And I got a mug. So this is a ceramic mug. They had all different ones, and they had one with the chalice well and stuff on it, but I really liked this one. So with the stag. So they have them all out on display, but when I got to the counter, because I just picked it off the shelf, and the lady said, oh no, we'll get you one from we've got them all behind the counter boxed, so yeah, really, really nice. I loved it with the trees and the stags and everything, so I had to get this one. Not used it yet, it needs washing and everything. So I never use things unless I wash them up first. So that was the ceramic mug, stag one, which was really, really nice. I don't remember how much it was, but so that was from Imaginarium. And then I got, and you all have seen Simon got some of these coasters as well. So I got, I don't know if I got the same as him or different, but I got this one. And this, I was going to get the tile that I showed you, which was the Canoenos tile. I was going to get that in this picture in that tile, but I didn't because I love the Canoenos, but at least I've got it in this form. So there's that one. The next one I got, because you could put these on stands, because I mean, who's going to want to put a mug on this? You just couldn't. So this is the Green Man. Loved that. Look at his eyes. That's love, like the beard part as well. Just so nice. So that one. She said to me, do I want like them in the boxes and stuff? And I said, no, it's fine like this. Then I got the Chalice Well, of course. And all of these they had in the mugs as well, so you could get a mug with this on if you wanted to. And all of the others as well. So there's that one. And the last one I got was again the same as the tile. So the Canoenos. So, and they were $4.95 each, and nice cork back and everything. So yeah, really pleased with those. So I'm going to display those. It won't be they won't be having mugs of coffee and things put on them. Okay, so now where are we? We're already at 27 minutes, guys. I'm sorry, this is like really long, isn't it? So in the Goddess shop, I got this little bowl, and this was kind of, well, it wasn't funny really. I saw it and I loved it straight away because it had got Avalon in it, and I liked the shape of it and this around it, and I thought, oh, that's lovely. And they had another one, but it darker in colour. Anyway, I picked this up, and then it turned out that Giselle's husband Keith liked it and he was going to get it, but I'd already picked it up. And I'm terrible, because if somebody else says they like something, then I feel bad getting it. And he was like, no, don't be silly. But of course they were joking with me about, you know, getting Keith's bowl. And then later on when I show you books, there was a book that Giselle wanted and wasn't able to get. So apparently I've taken Keith's bowl and Giselle's book, jokingly, of course. It was all in fun. But I thought this was lovely. And, you know, for £12, I thought it was good. So I got that from the Goddess shop. And the other thing I got from there was a book, The Witch and the Wildwood, which looked really good. That's the back. I won't read it all because it's even got here, Meet the Real Witches of the Wildwood and Those Who Were Tried for Witchcraft. So it does sound really good, and I love the cover. So this was $10.99 by the best-selling author of Kitchen Witch, Sarah Robinson. So those were the 2 items that I got in the Goddess shop. I didn't buy anything else in there, just those 2 items. 2 books that I bought in Courtyard Books. One was By Moonlight and Spirit Flight, and this was actually on my list. Both of these books were on my list. So I got By Moonlight and Spirit Flight by Michael Howard, and this is The Praxis of the Otherworldly Journey to the Witch's Sabbath. That's the back. And the other one is part of a series of books by Corinne Boyer, Under the Dragon Root, and this is the one that Giselle wanted, and she went and asked if they had another one, which apparently they should have had, but it looks like they actually sold it. And this is a Troy book, so you can go to Troy Books website and get this. But this is part of her, I think there's 3 or 4 books in the series, and I've got to check that I have got them all, because Giselle and I were talking about it and she doesn't think she's got them all. And I'm not sure I have, so I think I have, but I've got to check. But I thought as I saw this, I would pick it up, and it's a hefty book actually. So that's Under the Dragon Root by Corinne Boyer. So next, shall we do decks? Yes. So the first deck that I picked up was in Labyrinth Books, one of the first shops we went into, and I just saw this little rock pool deck, the Druid Wisdom cards, and I've got a couple of these decks. I've got the Whispering Woods and the Forest Fae one, and I saw this and I thought, oh, it's £10. Let's get this 40 card inspiration, because they're nice, sometimes just to pull a card, and they're in these nice neat small boxes. So I just thought Druid Wisdom would be really lovely one to have. So I got that. I got quite a few decks actually, it's really bad. Next shop was the Hollow Hills, that used to be the Speaking Tree, but has been renamed. And in there I bought the Mythologica Fenica Tarot. It was $23.99, which was a good price, which is why I thought I'd pick it up. But this was on my wish list, so I got that, because I've not been buying decks really recently because I've been saving for Glastonbury. So when I was there I did buy a few. I also bought in the Tantric shop, where Starchild used to be, the Goddess of Love Tarot. This has been on my list like forever, and was again a really good price, $19.99, because decks and that have gone up now. So I've got the Goddess of Love Tarot, and I will do walkthroughs of all of these. That was from the Tantric shop. And then from Happy Glastonbury, which always have an excellent selection of decks, and they had even more than usual this year, I got the Curious Travels deck, which Simon has done a walkthrough of, and he brought it with him to Glastonbury, and I looked through it and I absolutely loved it. So when I saw that Happy Glastonbury had it, I had to get it. So that's Curious Travels. And the last, well, it's not actually the last, but the second deck I bought in Happy Glastonbury was the Everyday Witches Familiars Oracle by Deborah Blake. So she did like the Everyday Witch and Everyday Witch Tarot, Everyday Witch Oracle, and I wanted to get the Familiars one, so when I saw that there, I got that. So that was those. And then when Simon and I went to Chalice Well, and I wasn't planning to buy anything at Chalice Well, but I did. I saw, first of all, I saw these cards, and like angel cards, where you just sort of pick one. But these are Wild Heart Animal cards. And it says, messages from our wild animal friends to inspire and guide us and support our connection to nature and the wildness within. And I looked at them and I thought, oh, they look really lovely. And I put it back, and then I went back and had another look, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get them, because I know me. What will happen if I didn't get them, then I'd be later on thinking, oh, I wish I'd got those little cards. So I just thought they were nice, like just little cards, just to pull like one in a day, you know. So there's those. They came from the Chalice Well shop. And the other deck that I got in the Chalice Well shop, and I've never seen it before, and it's illustrated by Yuri Leach, who I have some books by him. It's going to be difficult to see because of the plastic, and it's in like gold, and it's called The Well Maidens of the Summerlands, and I just loved it. They had an open one, so I was able to have a look at the cards. It's a 39 card deck, and guidebooks are not too bad on the amount of cards. And this is the back. You know, but this is kind of, I don't think this is going to be available, because I mean it was a bit more money, £33, but it's not like it's going to be available on Amazon or things like that, I don't think, because it's wellmaidens.co.uk. To find out more, visit their website. So it says the Oracle system is for those working with their own inner and outer landscapes by connecting with the energy of these goddess archetypes. They're knights from the Arthurian mystery traditions and the Glastonbury zodiac stargate. We heal ourselves and our planet. Oh, I love that. I just love it. I couldn't leave that behind. I couldn't. So that was all the decks, guys. And I know it's a lot. But as I said, I do save up for this, and I hadn't been buying decks purposely because I knew I was going to be, you know, probably purchasing decks there and other things. So, and to say, you know, they're independent shops, most of them are not too badly priced. They're not that much different to Amazon prices. So those are the decks. So now we're going to move on to Sons of Asgard and Star Child. So let's start with Star Child. So I like the candles in Star Child. So I did get 2 candles from there, which I will unwrap so you can see them. They always wrap everything nicely for you. So the first one is black and red, and this one obviously is for the Morrigan, who, you know, has come to me recently, as some of you know. So I thought that would be nice for her. And then this one I just liked and could go as like a centre candle. This one I got on the last day actually. And that's black, orange and pink. So quite tall. Black, I don't know, it could be purple actually. I think it might be a dark purple. So yeah, so that one is quite nice. So those 2 from Star Child. Also from there Now again, I got this on the last day because they didn't have it when I went in there, and normally I don't actually get their incenses, but Richard over at Longman Tarot, he had this incense, and when I was staying with him, I smelt it and I thought, oh, that's really nice. So this is the Green Man incense blend by Starchild. That's what it looks like. It smells really nice, very woodsy, earthy. So I was pleased to be able to pick that up. And the other thing I got in there, and this was Giselle telling me about this, and it's Blue Lotus flower tea. Now, if anybody knows about Blue Lotus, it can have a particular effect on you, because the Egyptians used to use it in ceremonies, and when they were getting drunk and using it basically to get high, but this is not drugs. They were using it in probably a huge quantity, but I wanted to try it as a tea because Giselle's daughter has tried it, and I think she said it makes her giggly or something, but I thought, oh, I've got to try it. And I think they had it on the counter. I think it was about £4 per bag, and luckily I went back in there, and when I did, they only had about 4 bags left on the counter, so it's obviously quite popular. So you just break bits off, and you can just, because I said to Giselle, do you just put it into a tea ball? And she said, yeah, you just put it into a tea ball, but it might be a little bit bitter, possibly. So you'd need to put maybe a little bit of honey or something in it. But I'm definitely trying it, definitely, and just see if it does anything for me. But even if it doesn't, it looks lovely though, doesn't it? Just how it looks is really nice. So that was the Starchild purchases. And then Sons of Asgard, of course. Chris and John, they're so lovely. I love their shop. I love those guys. They are just so nice. I can't even, they're so helpful as well, and so knowledgeable. I mean, I don't know how they cram all that knowledge into their heads, of herbs and all sorts of things, crystals, everything. My brother loves going in there, you know, because you can ask about things and for things to help him out, and they've got the knowledge. But I love going in there. So I got, this time it was 2 visits to them, but I got some meditation resin incense. I've never tried their resin incense before, so it's just pure resin. And this is the meditation one because I want to start doing more meditation. And I did do a fair bit in Glastonbury this time. Can you, is that actually focusing? God. So yeah, so this, so look again, it's full to the top. It smells so good. And they've got other ones of their resin incenses, so I might have to try some others as well. So that was a resin incense. And bearing in mind that Chris and John had already gifted the Forest Witch incense too, which, you know, is just so lovely and generous of them. And I bought the Morrigan Magical Spray, which smells amazing. So that was that. I also bought the Violet Flame, because it's one that I've been wanting to try of theirs. And again, this is one that's quite popular, I think, and sells out quite quickly. So I got that one. Those are £8.50 each. Or that one was £8.50. I think that one was £8. But I also got some Morrigan incense as well, because I want to, because I didn't have anything for the Morrigan, no representation, no sort of correctly coloured candles or anything, so that's why I thought, well, when I go to Sons of Asgard, I'm going to pick up some Morrigan items, because I knew they did some. So yeah, and I'm hoping, really hoping, that they get they do lots of ceramics that are handmade for them, for the shop, and they, at the moment, they have, although they don't have them in stock at the moment, but they have Freya, Morrigan, and John said they're in the process of doing Odin, so this is exciting. But I'm hoping, I've put a notification on their website to notify me if they get the Morrigan statue back in stock, because it's the only one I've seen that I do like that is not one of these bronzy type figures. So if they get that back in stock, I will get it. Then I got some herbs. So I got some mullein flowers for some ancestor work. I got some yarrow, which I've not used before, but I'm going to try. I just got 10 grams of each, because you get quite a lot really for 10 grams. And then I got some mugwort for, and this is fresh mugwort because they just had a new batch of it. Oh, I can smell his herbs. I just love the smell of it. I have to be careful because my cat Merlin loves herbs as well, and he rolls in it, so I have to keep them away from him before I get them put into jars, because otherwise he'll be into it and there'll be stuff scattered everywhere. So that was the herbs. Ooh. There's another spray, that's right, the Wild Hunt spray I wanted to get, so I purchased that one as well, which is a new one for them, because I did say, oh, I think I said it in a messenger chat to them, are you going to have a incense, a loose incense Wild Hunt? I don't know if they are going to do that, but it'd be very cool if they did. But that is really nice. And the last thing, no, it's not the last thing, the second to last thing, this I got on the last day as well, was the Morrigan oil. Here we go. Look at that. How cool does that look? So that is the Morrigan oil. That's R750. And I always spend the most amount of money usually in Sons of Asgard. Now I don't know if I'm gonna, because cleverly I didn't bring scissors over with me, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this undone, but we will make attempts to do this right, because John has packed it so nicely. So as I said, I didn't find a Morrigan representative really that I liked, so they have these animal totems, all different ones, and they had the crow, and I thought this will be nice for now anyway. And even if I get a Morrigan representation, I can have this as well as that, you know, but this will be good, I think, for now. So yeah, so that's going to be my Morrigan representation for now. And I can't, every time I say it, but it's the truth, I can't kind of say enough about Sons of Asgard, John and Chris, they're so good, so nice, really lovely, and it's so nice sort of being friendly with them and stuff. But I will, all of these, so down below in the description, because this is the end of the haul now, you'll be glad to hear, this has gone on for like a long time. I will link Sons of Asgard website down below, so you can check that out. Or obviously, if you're in Glastonbury at any time, please go and have a look in Sons of Asgard, because I'm sure you won't be disappointed. And they have so much in the shop. You kind of don't know where to look first. So I will link them. I will link Giselle's husband Keith at Floki Craft on Instagram. If you like any of his work and would like to ask about it, you can just message him on there. Yeah, and if there's anything else I can list down below, I'll just put all information down there in the description for you. So yeah, so that was my Glastonbury treasures, as they are treasures, for this year. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing them all, guys, and I will be back soon with some deck videos, and so I will see you all then. I hope everyone's doing really well. The videos might be a little bit kind of sparse still at the moment, because I've got funerals and things to go to, so but when I can, I will do them. So yeah, so I will talk to you all soon, I'm sure. Bye for now.